Hey guys, thanks for watching. So today's gonna be kind of a different video. I'm gonna do like a get ready with me video, and it's gonna be more of like a, for me at least, more of a natural look. So if you want to see it, let's just get started. I'm just gonna moisturize my skin with Clinique's Prep Star Hydro Blurring Moisturizer. I know people were saying that they don't really like this because it doesn't feel like it's like other moisturizers do. I like that actually because I have really greasy skin, and other moisturizers tend to like leave me with like excess moisture on my skin, and I'm just really not about it. So I'm gonna be using the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, and today I'm just gonna use it all over my face. Sometimes I'll use it just on like on the outside of my face. Get some foundation. I'm gonna use the Fit Me Matte and Poreless one, but let's just back up a step. I wanted to set this this primer with just some translucent powder, so I'm just gonna dip it in here. Give the primer just more of like a matte finish, and if you have like oily skin, then I would suggest doing this, but if your skin is dry, then I would just put your foundation on after the primer. Oh my god, I just saw this meme. It's like makeup already and you forget to wet your blender. And that literally, I just remembered that I didn't wet mine. The brows first, or should I do the rest of my face? I'm gonna do brows first. When you're filling them in, you definitely do want to use like a mirror you can see your whole face in. This is pissing me off. You need to make sure that they're like even and like equidistant, I guess. I'm gonna take just like a little small brush, and I'm gonna put a little bit of the concealer on my hand. You don't need a whole lot. That's probably good. I dip it back and forth to make sure both sides are coated. And then I'm gonna start not like up where my brow is, but just a little bit underneath. Let's move on to our eyes. So this is the Nubian palette from Juvias place. Well, I'll just use them both together and use those as my transition colors. And I'm gonna start with using a big fluffy blending brush. I'm just gonna tap the two colors back and forth in each other. And then I'm just gonna press it and then just slowly start blending back and forth. This shade right here, this is super pretty. When I swatch these with my finger, the color payoff is just so beautiful, but like for some reason they're just not, they don't love brushes. So I'm just gonna start by applying it with a brush just to kind of get where the color should go and get it all nice and blended out, and then I'll just apply more of it just for the intensity with my finger. I actually like how this is looking without me putting my finger in it, but without me putting my finger in it. Sounds gross. Okay, but for the sake of it, I'm just gonna rub and go around in the color a little bit and just put it in my crease. Ooh, I can hear the ice cream, man. That's when you know the web is getting nice. You see how much more it pops? So I'm just gonna blend it out just a little bit at the top. So we're gonna take this shade right here. I'm just gonna apply it straight with my finger onto my middle finger, and I'm just going to rub it back and forth. Take this Sedona Lace EB15. It's just a tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to go back and forth with circles and windshield wiper motion. We'll take this shade right here, and we will use it for the inner tear duct highlight. Wondering which color I'm using? It's this one. And it basically just matches the same concealer that we used. So it's really just setting it. Next, I am going to start working on my face. I've been trying to use some different products, but I will never stray away from the Shape Tape. Okay, so I just learned a serious life lesson about putting primer on my nose because I literally just had the biggest malfunction, and like just all the makeup was like rubbing off my nose and it just was a shit show. So never again, never again. Anyway, back to the program. I'm just gonna take some powder, set my concealer, maybe use this brown shade and just sweep it underneath my eyes. Just going to dust this powder off. I always like to brush it upwards. I'm going to use my True Match powder, and this is in C8. Just gonna dab it in there twice and just work it in my face. Before, I wouldn't even use a powder. I would just, like, after I put the concealer and the translucent powder on, I would just brush it off, and like I would get the worst flashback. I was like, this is not what's poppin'. Like, I need to fix this. Can't be out here in the streets looking crazy. I'm going to use these two and then maybe a little bit of the contour color. I use this all the time. I was gonna do cream contouring. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on how I do that. And it just really helps to use the bronzing first, and then you can just build it up and then build up where you want that contour color to go, and it just helps it to look more gradient. I'm going to use the Artist Couture Diamond Glow powder, and it's in Conceited. I don't even know how to go about using this. Yesterday I used it with a blender, I guess I could, I really don't want to use this. It makes me sad that I bought it. I'm just gonna tap it in here like this and hopefully it'll be all right. I'm gonna use this orange color. I know people are like, what the fuck, Erica? This color looks bomb on like my women of color friends. It's just super like complimenting. I'm gonna take this Tarte lip paint in Spicy. And I'm gonna use a liner too. I don't know why I got ahead of myself. I'm gonna use a NYX liner in Mauve. So I'm going to take the lip paint. Oh, I was not expecting this color, but we're just gonna go with it. So we're gonna go back to brows just to kind of seal them and make sure all the hair is going in the right direction. And this is in the shade Espresso. Mascara. I was going to line my eyes with a brown liner, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just feeling it. I really like this liner. It's from Sedona Lace and it's in the number 20. I think it's called Bronziest. These brushes from AOA Studios, and it's actually a brand sold on Miss A, which is like an online dollar store, and it's like really hit or miss, like if some of the things are gonna work. But these brushes that I got are actually like pretty decent, and the fact that they're only $1, it's not really an investment that's too hard to make. And I'm not gonna wear any lashes today. I saw this meme and it was like, husband asks if you'll be ready in an hour, and it's Regina George's mom. Oh God, honey, no. And I just love that. Makeup is like, it's just like peaceful, and it's, you know, for those of you that love it, it's just zen. It's just what you love to do, you know. You don't think about anything else. And you just are doing you. You're just doing you, honey. And that's all you can do. So I'm just gonna spray my face. That's the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Thanks so much for getting ready with me. Bye!